Hey everyone, my name is Reed. I'm a AI product manager and software developer in Los Angeles, and I want to challenge all of you to show off your best one-shot prompt of developing a new feature with an AI coding tool such as Cursor, Windsurf, Claude Code, Gemini, CLI, and and so on. There's so many out there, but try to develop a feature within only one shot prompt attempt. So this idea came up. I wanted to develop a feature, and I did it in one shot, and I was really surprised by that. So I thought this would be a cool challenge for the community. So let's call it the one shot coding challenge, and just show off your best prompt. Show the before and the after of what you've made. So I'm going to kick it off and show you what I built. Okay, so I've been working on a health app where people can generate recipes for very specific therapeutic diets. And this is what I had already created. And it's very bland, right? It doesn't look that great. You can expand this to get the ingredients, and you can click these buttons and unsave or add the ingredients to a shopping list, but that's not the point. The point is, this looks very bland, and I wanted it to look much, much, much better. So what I did is I opened up Figma and I created a design, and I did some research online looking at other recipe websites and how they did their cards. So I took some inspiration, and this is what I came up with, and I exported it as an image, and then I use Windsurf. So in Windsurf, I opened up all of the relevant files, and I dragged them into the prompt, the chat, and I said, referring to this recipe card component file, need to redesign the look of the recipe cards, but do not remove the current data the recipe cards show to users. And reference the model file, which has all of the data that I wanted to store, such as title, the diet that people are using to generate the recipe, an image, a description, the meal type, rating, you get it. So using that, we'll need to update the recipe model to include ratings. Ratings are the stars out of 5 max, prep time, cook time, total time, yield, servings. Because as you'll see in this version, I don't have any of that. That's completely new information. Okay, so the square next to the amount ingredient notes is a checkbox. So I just wanted to make sure that I understood what this is. And then to mark the ingredient as used in the recipe as people are cooking it. Any other questions? Or I asked it if it had any other questions for me. Because it's very good to make sure that all of its questions are answered so that it doesn't go off in like random directions. So you need to constrain it. And then I said the primary goal is to make the recipe card look modern, beautiful, and be created by an AI using its system prompt. So the system prompt is as it's generating the text in a chat, I have instructions for it to generate a JSON, and it does a marker, a XML marker to signify that it's outputting in JSON. So it needed to update this to include the rating, because the older version didn't have that, prep time, cook time, and all that. Okay, so that's what I did. That was my only prompt. It said, I'll update the back end first, doing the front end design, and went through and updated the model file, updated the schema to make sure that the data is being entered correctly, updated the system prompt file, updated the recipe card. So it's updating a bunch of different files. That's one, two, three, four. Four files that it updated. Yeah, four files that I updated in the first one shot, and then so this is what it was before, and then I'm gonna modify the files. Let's see if I can find them. Yeah, okay. So this is version 1, and this is version 2. Let's wait it for load, and then this is version 2. One shot. Let me bring up this image here. So it got, the image here, got the title, got the rating, got the prep time, all of that data right there. The description, I can check these off. That's really cool. I'm glad that works. Cool. So that was really cool. It's not 100% perfect because these needed to be an accordion that you can collapse. And then this data, this web page is saved recipes, and I broke the loading of the instructions because previously it was called instructions and I renamed it to steps. So now it's not able to find that data because it's no longer called instructions. Or that it's looking for steps, but the data is actually called instructions in the database. So I want to challenge all of you to show us your best one-shot prompt to develop a new feature with a AI coding tool. Again, can be anything really. Lovable, Replit, Cursor, Windsurf, Claude Code, Gemini, CLI, any of them. I think this would be really cool just to see how people can construct the most comprehensive and perfectly crafted one-shot prompts. Alright, looking forward to seeing what you guys have. I just use the hashtag one-shot-prompt. I'm open to other ideas. But yeah, alright, take care. Happy coding.